let's go ahead and get into the big meat of our workout today, which is gonna be our circuits. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something very similar to our signature circuits in the sense that we're gonna have 4 stations, 2 exercises at each station, 45-second exercises. We'll do 2 rounds. That means 3 minutes at each station before we move on to the next one. Now all these exercises are designed to be body weight exercises. If you wanna intensify it a little bit more, feel free to grab some light weights. I wouldn't go anything above 5 pounds because there is gonna be a lot of punching and you don't wanna put too much strain on the shoulders. So 1 pound weights, 2 pound weights, 3 or 4 or 5 will work. If you guys don't have any weights and you want to intensify it, feel free to grab anything small. Canned goods will actually work as well. But yeah, without further ado, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. First circuit is going to be, we're going to start out with reverse lunges, working just one side and adding a front kick. So if I'm going to step back with that right leg into that lunge, making sure I get nice and low, chest up nice and high. On the way up, establish some balance with a front kick and come right back down again. So in real time, this is what the exercises should be looking at. As you're throwing that front kick, make sure you're thrusting those hips forward, keeping that chest up nice and high, leaning back slightly, dropping the same side arm to get an extra thrust if you want. Second exercise, we're gonna go into high knees with jab cross. So getting a good bounce in the balls of our feet, hopping those knees up, slowing it down. You'll notice that I have the opposite arm and knee coming up, which kind of makes it a little bit easier, making sure we get a good twist in the upper body to get that core engaged. Round 2, we're just gonna switch sides. So we're gonna go back into that reverse lunge, other leg now, front kick at the top, making sure that we land back into that rear lunge position, 45 seconds there. And then from that, we'll finish it off with those high knees and jab cross again. All right, so station number 2 of our first circuit, we're gonna get down to a bear pose. So it's kind of like a plank position with our knees bent though at a 90-degree angle. Hands below those shoulders, knees down close to the mat, and we're gonna alternate with our shoulder taps, all right? Keeping those hips nice and square, back nice tabletop form. That way we're not swinging those hips too much from side to side as we're transferring the weight slightly and tapping those shoulders. 45 seconds there, and then for our second exercise, we're gonna go squats with alternating hooks. All right, so we're gonna get low into a squat position, normal form squat, feet are hip to shoulder width apart, drop that butt nice and low. On the way up, we're gonna be pivoting on the side that we're throwing our punch. And with our punch, you wanna make sure, nice tight fist, thumb is at the top, elbows in line with that fist and wrist as well, in line with that shoulder. So these are more like head hooks. So coming down, pivoting across, engaging that core as we're twisting to get those obliques involved. 45 seconds, and then take it right back down into that bear pose, and then coming up again for those squats with hooks. That is your second station in circuit number 1. All right, here we go. Station number 3, we're gonna work on a little bit of shadow boxing, and it's gonna be a specific combination. The combination is going to be jab cross, left hook, right hook. So for my normal fighter stance, hands are up nice and high, protecting that chin. Remember, with that jab cross, you're gonna transfer the weight for that jab into that front foot, turning the hand over. For that cross, pivoting on that right back foot, and then with those hooks, pivoting on the side that we're throwing on, coming across the body, even with the shoulder, with that thumb nice and high. In real time, you wanna make sure you are resetting in between each combination, that way you don't lose your form. So jab, cross, left hook, right hook, jab, cross, left hook, right hook, reset, jab, cross, left hook, right hook. 45 seconds, and then we're gonna get into fast feet. Bending those knees, getting as low as we can, quick taps, keeping those hips nice and low, hands to the chest, 45 seconds, and then get right back into that jab, cross, left hook, right combination, 45 seconds more, and then finish off with your last set of fast feet. All right, guys, you made it to the final station of the first circuit, and we're gonna close it out strong. First exercise, we're gonna go into burpees with tuck jumps. So we're gonna drop it down into that deep squat position, drop those hands down, kick those feet back. When you hop back into that low squat position, we're gonna explode straight up and bring those knees into our chest. Nice soft landing to get back down to the ground. So here's what it looks like in real time, a couple of reps. Burpee, explode up, get low, taking it right back down when we explode up. And then second exercise, on our back, legs nice and flat. We're gonna come up, full sit up, give me a jab cross, control on the way down. Good snap behind those jab crosses at the top, exhaling at the top as well, keeping that core engaged on the way down. And make sure you get full range of motion. You wanna make sure you're twisting, getting that shoulder all the way out in front, coming all the way across, square back up, and then come back down. Jab, cross, and back down. Round 2, go right back into those burpees with tuck jumps, and then finish it off with your sit-ups with jab crosses. And that will conclude first circuit. All right, fam, I hope that first circuit went well for you. Time to get into circuit number 2. So we're gonna start out with squats, alternating front kicks. Very similar to the front kicks that we threw in the first circuit with the lunges, but we're gonna get low in a squat, throw our front kick, back into that squat, and then alternate sides with those front kicks. All right, so we're always gonna revert back to that squat in between, leaning back as we're throwing those front kicks. Second exercise, we're gonna hold down to a squat position, and we're gonna pivot and throw uppercuts. Making sure we stay low, pivoting on the same side that we're throwing those punches, making sure we're coming up in front of our faces, knuckles hitting up towards the sky or the ceiling, and then get right back into those squats with those front kicks, alternating side to side, and then finish off with those squats with uppercuts. Second station, we're gonna get back down to a high plank position, and we're gonna go push-ups with alternating arm reaches out in front. So hands below those shoulders, get low into that push-up position. At the top, arm extension, back down, and then arm extension at the top with the opposite arm, going back and forth. Second exercise, let me double check real quick for you guys. Oh, up on our feet, and we're gonna jump rope. As you can see, I don't have a jump rope in hand, but replicating the same motion. If you have a jump rope, even better. Making sure you're on the balls of your feet, heels never touch the floor, getting a good rotation of those wrists, 45 seconds. And then get right back down to those push-ups with those arm extensions, 45 seconds. And then again, for that jump rope. That's gonna conclude the second station of your second circuit. All right, guys, so we have our final 2 stations. And the station number 3, we're gonna work on our shadow boxing again. Different combination this time. This combination is going to be a jab, jab, cross, cross, left hook, cross. So in real time, it's gonna look like jab, jab, cross, cross, left hook, cross, reset, jab, jab, cross, cross, left hook, cross. Left hook, cross. Making sure that we're maintaining our proper form throughout these punches. So extending the arm out in front for that jab, pivoting for that cross, and for our hooks, making sure we're pivoting and coming across the midsection. One more time, we got jab, jab, cross, cross, left hook, and then finish off with that cross. And then for our second exercise, we're gonna end up going into skater lunges. Hopping side to side, transferring that weight, getting that body moving from side to side. The bigger the hop, the harder the exercise. And if you can maintain balance on one foot the whole time without letting that back foot touch, even better. And then go right back into that jab, jab, cross, cross, left hook, cross, and to finish off with your last 45 seconds of those skaters. Final station, station number 4, we're gonna get back into a high plank position, and we're gonna go twisting mountain climbers. So we're gonna come across the midsection in a fast pace. Making sure we get a good rotation of those hips, opposite knee to elbow, keeping those hands below those shoulders. Final exercise on our backs, and we're gonna finish it off with bicycle crunches. Hands gently behind the head, elbows out as wide as possible. That way you can get a good range of motion and come across the midsection, opposite elbow to knee, going back and forth, 45 seconds. Then you got round 2, back into those twisting mountain climbers, and then finish off with your last set of bicycle crunches. Don't know why she was talking to me. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Hope you got a hell of a workout, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna start out by breaking down today's warm-up, which is gonna be 2 small circuits. In each circuit, we're gonna have 4 exercises. We're gonna do 2 rounds of 20-second exercises apiece. So let's go ahead and get started with the demo. First exercise we're gonna start out with is gonna be jumping jacks. So make sure you're on the balls of your feet, chest up nice and high, swinging those arms all the way above your head as you pop those legs in and out. After 20 seconds of that, it's gonna be a nice smooth transition into in and out squats or squat jacks. Popping those feet open, getting low into that squat position with the weight in our heels. Exploding up, bringing those feet together. Third exercise, we're gonna transition into our fighter stance. So left foot in front, right foot slightly behind, and we're gonna throw non-stop jabs. All right, keep the right hand up to protect. Extend that left arm, turning that hand over so when you land, you are in a straight line from your shoulder to your knuckles, palm is facing the floor, transferring the weight from that back foot into that front foot, with every punch. Final exercise, we're gonna be throwing crosses. So now the left hand is stationary, protecting the face, pivoting on that right back foot as we extend that arm out in front. Again, in a straight line, palm facing the floor, keeping that core nice and engaged. That way you can throw faster and harder punches. 20 seconds of that. Round 2. Go back into those jumping jacks, squat jacks, jabs, and then crosses. And then once you complete with that, we're gonna get into our second mini circuit for the warm-up. We're gonna start out in a downward position. We're gonna start out with mountain climbers. Hands directly below those shoulders, pumping those knees into your chest. Keep that core nice and tight, focusing on that breathing, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out of your mouth. Next exercise, hop those feet in, sit low in that squat position. These are your froggers. Again, kicking back. It's kind of like a burpee without the explosive jump at the top. 20 seconds of that. And then from there, we're gonna sit into that squat position and we're gonna throw non-stop jabs and crosses. Keeping those hips nice and low, knees bent, weight is in those heels, letting those arms go as high and as fast as you can. And then final exercise of the second circuit for the warm-up is gonna be butt kickers. So come on all the way up, getting a good bounce in the balls of our feet, getting those heels into our rear. If you need an added target, feel free to drop those hands back behind you and aim for those palms. 2 rounds. That's today's warm-up. Hope you guys are ready for the next part, which is gonna be our circuits.